Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is an ST2. It's a tier 10 Soviet heavy tank with a double barrel, and it's located on the westbourne of Airfield under the command of Awppenheimer. And alongside him, also in an ST2, is Chucky Claw. Game's on. 122mm barrels, the ST2, we've seen it before on this site. I think it was Awppenheimer on that occasion, or it may have been one of the other top players. And well, each barrel is capable of 440 alpha, penetrating 258mm of armor with standard AP, with 310 of penetration with the heat rounds. And as usual, Awppenheimer's carrying plenty of premium ammo because you know he likes to be in the thick of it. And he's actually inserted his barrels into the back of Chucky Claw's turret there. But no, he's not intentionally going to pull the trigger. No, he wouldn't do that. Absolutely not. Well, you can either fire both shells together in a salvo, or you can fire them individually. And, well, firing them individually actually is better because in the long run it means you actually do have a more consistent fire rate. Whereas if you actually try and fire them both together, it takes quite a long time for them to load. And Jingles actually queried this, and in the end I think we decided the reason why it is such a long time to load two barrels is it's two-part ammunition because it's so big, and it requires the player or each loader in turn to load their part of the ammunition. So one loader might be loading the shell whilst the other one loads the charge, and then vice versa. Anyway, he's got a hit on the Object 268, looking down on top of them from the heights there. Obviously was spotted and was trying to maneuver into position, but just didn't get it right in time. Now he has been spotted, so somebody is around that corner who can see him, and I think it may have been the 268 who saw him. But we've got a super conch coming up just over the edge, a cute angle, but oh, for a brief moment there was his lower plate in sight, and that's why Awppenheimer gave it a go. Worth a try. Okay, there's that 268 again, still hiding behind the rock. Now there's three Arty on either side in this game, and oh, he's got somebody actually propping up behind him. Yes, I'm afraid an E100 has decided he wants that position instead, so he's actually got behind Awppenheimer, and actually if he was to stay in that position, he'd end up taking the shells for the E100, and the E100 would then get the benefit of, you know, Awppenheimer being badly damaged as a result. But there are a few enemy tanks on Temple Mount to the south, including a Wizzy 1321, who has now gone back to the garage, scratching his head trying to work out what the hell happened. Yeah, unfortunately you just got hit by one of the top players on the enemy team. Okay, holding back, wetting the reload, goes through. Super conch, he has to go for that one. Couldn't ignore it, even though he was in the reload process at the time. And that means obviously it slowed down the reload a little. 10.7 seconds for that shell to get back in. And then he's reloading the next one. Okay, that super conch still there, and of course with the decent penetration from the heat rounds, he's going for the top of the turret. No, didn't get that one in. Now if you remember, the super conch actually does have bursting plates around the turret which are supposed to throw off any heat rounds, or rather provide an extra gap so that the jet of the gases that comes off the shell aren't able to do their job effectively of punching a hole through the turret. But if you fire it, sometimes, occasionally, you hit a part of the turret where it doesn't have the bursting plates, such as right on the top, and then you can actually get a pen. Well, he's desperately trying to get shots on these guys as they make their way down. You can see that. Oh! he fired both there, and yeah, so now he's actually got to wait the long period for a reload. It's 21.4 seconds, I think it is, in total. But it was worth trying. He got 930 hit points off that super conch, firing down straight into his turret. And I think the super conch at this moment is feeling pretty poor because he's only got 414 left, and that means he's a one-shot for some of the other players around. There's an IS-7. Go for a double again. And yes, again he gets it. 879 off this one. Very worthwhile. It's just you do so much damage to these enemy tanks in one shot that it really does make a huge difference. He's now thinking of actually going after these guys in the corridor. And he's just waiting for the next shell to go in. Tries the top of the turret with just one shell. Didn't get it in. He's kind of running short on heat rounds now. Only down to 8. Half his load. Started with 18. Pulling out again. The Supercomp fires around, but he gets one back and he gets a higher amount. So it's obviously a fair exchange there. You can see where the round went in through the hull of his tank. Oh, took another round from the Supercomp, but the Object 430U takes the punishment and he's out the game. So that's the second kill for Awppenheimer. Chucky Claw's already got 3 kills. He's already got 3, would you believe it? Okay, we've got a Jaegeru now. And where is he going to go? Giant's a double shot in. Unfortunately, on this occasion, it doesn't work. And he takes a round from the Jaegeru, a heat round for 912. So that one was very expensive. Going for another one on this Panzer Kampfwagen 7. Puts a round through his side for 474. But that guy's still trucking and he's going after Chucky Claw. But we're going to go through the side of the Jaegeru. Yep, 482. Another good hit. Just remember the average roll on these ones is 440. So, yep, go for another one on the 7. Yep, he gets it as well. 432 low roll. Now he's facing face to face with Chucky. And the Conqueror's going around behind. So we really do need to help Chucky if we can. Jaegeru takes the round for 411, a low roll. There's a Gorilla over there as well. He can go down with one shot. Well, no, it's a more than one shot. Here we go. Yep, takes the round for 461, a high roll. Leaves him on only 87, so just nudging him will be enough to take him out of the game. But he has gone, and the kill actually on this occasion went to the AMX 13105. There's only 3 enemies left now after decimating the enemy forces, and there's a Batchat 155-58 making a run for it. He went into quite an advanced position, and we saw an Arty round just coming in there, and I suspect that that's from another Arty. There's 3 Arty in the enemy team. Batchat 155-58, Conqueror, and there's the Conqueror. Say goodnight, Gracie. He's waiting for the second shell because he's going to wipe him out with one round. There we go. And waiting for this one, and well, unfortunately that didn't work, so he's left him now with no shells in the breach. But our Arty took out their Arty. Our Batchat 155-58 took out theirs, and that means there's only one Arty left, the T92 HMC, and I suspect that yes, he is over in this corner. And the reason I suspect that is because that round that actually landed after he tried the shot at the Batchat 155-58, it'd be very difficult for a T92 on the south end of the map to have fired that shot and got that particular spot. And yeah, I think he's suspicious that he's over to the left. Somewhere over there is a T92 HMC, but he's going to have a look elsewhere. Unfortunately, Chucky did die during that action. He got 4 kills before he died. 4 kills, not bad. So 7 kills between them on the platoon. They were the guys carrying the team. If he gets one more kill, obviously, then they basically carried everyone else because they've scored more damage than anyone else combined. He's going to have a look in the south. I felt sure that that last shell came from the northeast corner, but looks like now Awppenheimer might be about to prove me wrong by going south and finding the T92. The Object 261 has advanced. He's obviously after a shotgun. As you know, the 261 made from the IS-7, or would have been made from the IS-7 if they'd actually built the things, and so it's it says fairly quick, but not super quick, not as quick as a Batchat 155-58, but it's a solid 18 centimeter gun. And obviously, well, he's now going to hold that position, and there's nobody over here. So yeah, somebody's saying, indicating grid square K0, they think he might have gone into the water. I doubt that. I really do doubt that. I think he's over in that northeast corner of the map, and in which case he held fire so as not to allow Awppenheimer to see where he actually was. And sometimes that is a good tactic, because it means that you watch the enemy wander past and then you can relocate once they've gone far enough away. The T92 HMC is not the quickest of Arty, so he wouldn't have got too far. But yeah, I suspect, yes, he is there. There he is. He's been spotted, and double shot. Oh! He fires double round, but he doesn't get the kill because the Object 261 was ready and waiting, and he sees the victory from under Awppenheimer's view. Oh dear, what a pity there, because that would have been really nice if Awppenheimer had taken that kill. It would have given them 8 kills on the platoon. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. And it's a first ace tanker for Awppenheimer in the ST2. Yes, he hasn't aced it before, but now he has. And what a great battle to do it in as well. The last remaining tank. He got a spotter for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle. He got the high caliber. He dealt the most damage in the game overall. A patrol duty for spotting at least 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged, being the only one doing so. And a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate was 8,881. That's a very high score indeed. You can see why Awppenheimer does carry the premium ammo, because he comes out with the big results, and that's really helps. So let's have a look at team score and see where he stands. Top of the table, 6,432 hit points of damage from that one. Sub-Aliens, the anonymized name he came up with. Well, at least Wargaming came up with. The Jaegeru managed 5,639 hit points of damage. And the next high score after that was, yes, Chucky Claw with 3,941 hit points of damage from that game. When it came to kills, it was Chucky Claw who got the honours on this occasion. 4 kills to him, 3 kills to Awppenheimer, 3 kills to the 261, who stole that last kill basically away from Awppenheimer, which is a bit sad because he had him and he fired a double barrel to make absolutely certain. So he lost 2 shells in one fell swoop and didn't get any benefit from them. The Type 5 Heavy and the Batchat 155-58 on the enemy team both got 3 kills, as well as the 261. Let's have a look at base XP. Top scorer on this occasion is Chucky Claw. Oh, is it? No, this is Awppenheimer. What am I saying? 1,319 base for... it's those names that throw me off. 1,319 for Awppenheimer. 1,073 for Chucky Claw. And these were the only 2 players over 1,000 base experience in the game. So they were the ones doing all the work. Super Conqueror managed to get 895. The Batchat managed 854. And the Object 261, 825. Let's have a look at detail. 26 shots fired, 21 direct hits and 15 penetrations, damage of 6,432 hit points in that game, of which 699 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits from the enemy during the game, 3 penetrations, I'm afraid, yeah, and I think one of those, or at least one came from the Super Conk, and well, he also took 1 big shell, huge shell, from the Jaegeru as well. 1 hit by way of splash damage as well. That was an enemy RT shell that landed near him. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 3,111 hit points of damage assistance. I think that's spotting assist on this occasion, because he did get the patrol duty and the spotter. On a premium counter, he earned 100,214 credits from the game, got 50,000 credits for completing the mission and events, so his total was 150,214 altogether. And after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, even though he fired a huge amount of heat, he made a profit. 18,978 credits for the profit, 9 bonds for the awards, 18 for the battle, tier 10, 27 in total. 1,978 XP for the game, and times 5 for the first victory took away 9,892 experience points altogether. What a great game that was. Let's have a look and see if did Chucky Claw get any awards. Well, his win rate was certainly very high, 4,071, but he was destroyed by Colonel Angus, whoever Colonel Angus is. We will see any second now, because obviously he'll show up on here, or he's not showing up on here actually, which is rather odd, unless it's an anonymized name. Well, he was killed by Colonel Angus on the enemy team, whoever Colonel Angus happens to be. Oh, there he is, right under my name. He was killed by the Batchat 15558. If only Awppenheimer had actually decided to turn left, go over to investigate that northeast corner, he would have got another kill to his name, and it would have ended the game a little earlier. But it was still a great performance, and congratulations for your first ace tanker in the ST2. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below if you enjoy these Awppenheimer replays. They are rather educational. You can see how the top players actually perform in the top tanks, and sometimes they do things with these tanks you don't normally expect. And thanks very much indeed for watching.